Ladies and gentlemen, I am slowly but surely becoming more impatient with CBS, Viacom, the whole nine. You know, we are less than a week away from Celebrity Big Brother US Season three's premiere on February 2nd. It is January 26th. There's only 31 days in January. We are exactly 7 days away, ladies and gentlemen, and we have yet to get a cast reveal. This is making a lot of fans grow impatient. And quite frankly, I think CBS is dropping the ball royally here because if you do not hype your product correctly, then your audience is not going to be that excited for it when it does reveal itself, right? They could have chosen to reveal a castmate, reveal a member of the cast each day for the last 10 days to reveal the entire cast. They could have did it that way. Oh no, that's too simple. That's too easy. We got all these spoof accounts trying to send people off claiming they're CBB insiders. I had to block the guy I was referring people to because I realized he was full of shit after a while. But I did let people know that if Dennis Rodman gets put on this cast with Moisturic and we don't get a straight black man, there's going to be some hell to pay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm dropping this rant is because a few subscribers, a few patrons, made it aware to my attention that there is a current season known as Big Brother Mzansi, which is occurring in South Africa. Now, I want to explain this show to you all because I did not know anything about this show. Now, I'm fully aware that Big Brother Naija, that's where Esther Biade is from. Very fine sister. I'm just going to keep it a bean. As they say in Africa, fine gal. You feel me? Shorty is fine as hell. You feel me? I'm watching AFCON. I see she's at AFCON. I'm like, damn, I should have got a plane ticket. You know what I mean? But I ain't trying to take the jab to get there. So never mind. But with that said, coach, all right, I think 2022 should be the start of a new era of recency bias radio in a lot of different ways. We complain a lot about these white entities in the media that don't prop up black men, that manipulate black women into believing that ratchet shit is positive. I complain a lot about the moist agenda being forced down our throats in the American lexicon through our mass media or prehistoric radio. You know, all of these things are true. But I think the best way for us to hold production accountable, the best way for us to hold CBS accountable, the best way for us to hold all of these different entities accountable is by covering other shows as well that showcase black excellence all the time. Because here's the thing. I had to sit down by myself the other day and I had to think about this. It's a shame that I have not covered a single season of BB Naija yet. And with this being the return of Big Brother Mzansi, with this being the return of Big Brother South Africa, that's basically what it is. It's Big Brother South Africa. They call it Mzansi now. That's like the new spin on it. I feel like because they are returning, someone like me owes it to the culture to at least give this show a fair shot, especially when CBS is dropping the ball so hard. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like CBS doing these things. Now, someone could create the argument, well, maybe, Dave, maybe they're not trying to release the cast because they don't want to step on Big Brother Mzansi's toes, bro. If we know anything about CBS and Viacom, they don't care about anything that is a black-owned business. And everything about Big Brother Mzansi screams black-owned business because the whole cast is black. So, trust me when I say CBS would take a lot of pride in stepping on these people's toes. What I believe is going on with CBB US 3, this is just my opinion. And who knows, maybe the cast gets released later tonight. My opinion is they're taking their mighty fine time because I think certain people pulled out last minute. They're trying to find some alternates that the fans will be appreciative of. And I think they're having a hard time of it. That's just my opinion. I have certain sources that are alluding to this, implying this. But understand, there's a lot of people in the media acting as if they're in the inside that know everything that's going on. That'll tell you stuff like, oh, the cast will be revealed later today around noon, guys, 12 p.m. Eastern, trust me. 12 p.m. Eastern comes around, then all of a sudden they're like, well, maybe they meant 11:59 p.m. Shut your dumb ass up. You don't know what you talking about. But enough of them people, all right? This video ain't about them. And what I want y'all to understand is there's a reason why these white media publications don't cover these black shows. because they never want to see a black person guaranteed to win, and that's why they didn't support the cookout. So it's important for me to break down why I believe this is a fantastic W, not only for Africans, for South Africans, and in the future, if I can, I will try to provide some spotlight towards BB Niger as well. Just understand the timing was perfect for me to have the time, because I don't have no worse to first to work on because there's no cast. The timing was perfect for me to really show some eyes towards this show. So hopefully this video will do a great job of introducing this to a new audience, and hopefully some of y'all will run with it. Now the problem is, it's almost impossible to watch this show online. I've been looking all around. BMX TV, they make you pay a subscription fee just to watch the black show. But all of these white shows, they'll let you watch for free. Understand the con game there. They don't want to put a spotlight on this black excellence, and that's why I'm going to do it. Now, we're going to start with this article written by Joy Mafande, and it is entitled Snaps. All you need to know about Big Brother, the Big Brother Mzansi contestants. All right, so I'm going to give you all a quick little rundown of these people. Then we're going to let these people speak for themselves, and then we're going to watch a little snippet of episode 1. This is my way of introducing y'all to a new group of people, and judging on how you all react to this, I might make this something that I continuously do even during Celebrity Big Brother. Now, this might be something that is mainly given to patrons because it will be a lot of extra work, and Celebrity Big Brother will be every day as it is. But with that said, I'm going to try my best to give the spotlight to these brothers and sisters where it is due. All right, first off, let's give some props for them having a black male host, a straight black male host named Lawrence Malika. First off, that's a W, because we all know. Let's really keep it a bean. We'll never have a straight black male host of Big Brother in North America. It's never going to happen. So first things foremost, let me give y'all credit where it's due there. All right, that's first thing foremost. Now, let's get into this article. Mzansi finally met the house guests for Big Brother Mzansi Season 3 after they were unveiled when the show made its debut on Sunday. While more than 9,000 people auditioned for Big Brother Mzansi, only 18 contestants were chosen and are set to have fans glued to their screens. The show had a 2-hour-long premiere with performances by Kamo Mafela, Chico, Mello, and Sleazy, while host Lawrence Malika introduced the housemates who made the final cut. All right? Now let's meet these house guests, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at some of this black excellence. The first thing that I love about this show, and I'm going to just say this early, I love the fact that everyone has a normal name and they can come into the game with a nickname of their choice. I think this is some fly shit, mainly because I always come up with nicknames for players, right? That's like my stilo on my worst to first. So in a sense, I have to respect this because it's adding a little bit more swagger to the player before you even know who they are, right? It says something about their personality traits that they could come up with a nickname that sounds nothing like their given birthright name, right? So let's get into Adindu Azusu, aka Zeno. I mean, he coming out the gates with a dope name, Zeno. He's 21 from Johannesburg. Now, these are all places in South Africa, ladies and gentlemen. Let me reiterate that one more time. Now, he is a self-confessed mommy's boy. This season's youngest housemate describes himself as both bubbly and mellow. He believes he won't start drama, but will be the one to end it. Wait a minute, I'm a fan of Zeno. Wait a minute, I'm a fan of Zeno. He talking like he wants the smoke in these streets. You know what I mean? Hold up. I might have to create a power ranking on the fly real quick. All right? Once the smoke. I'm just going to write that next to Zeno's name real quick. We just going to keep tabs real quick. This is going to be a great rant because all of this is for the first time I'm witnessing this, y'all. All right, so next, let's get into the second man. You see this black excellence on our TV screen? All of these brothers look professional. They don't look like stereotypes. They all look like they're here to play the game. Listen, this is the type of positivity I've been begging for. So who am I not to put some actual clout on their names? Now, we have Gashwan Brandon Mathombini. I believe that's how you pronounce it. If I got it wrong, my apologies. Now, aka Gash One. I mean, these some dope nicknames. This man, hey man, listen, these dudes sound like some hitters, boy. He's 28 from Pretoria, ladies and gentlemen. And this boy, he's fly. Having overcome a troubled past, Gershwin is a deep thinker with varied interests and talents. He's deeply spiritual and enjoys giving people advice and motivation. Okay, this dude, he's giving me Xavier vibes. I'm getting them X vibes from Gash 1. Let me type that in on my phone. Gash 1 giving X vibes, okay? I gotta be honest, I'm getting them Xavier vibes from him quickly. Next, let's get into this sister, this attractive sister here. We have Gugu Refalo aka Terry. I don't know how she got that nickname from that name, but it's lit in these streets. She is 26 from Johannesburg herself, and she's tatted up. Okay, we got diversity out here, all right? I love the fact that when you have a cast full of black people, now you can choose black people from all different types of walks of life. They don't have to step on each other's toes to fill a specific slot for a predominantly white cast. This is beautiful to me. This is completely beautiful to me. Now, let's get into Miss Terry. All right. Terry. All right, I'm scrolling down. She has a mic tattooed on her arm, so she might be a rapper or a singer or something. Okay. Honest almost to her own detriment, the adult content creator. Whoa, whoa, oh, snap. Boom, chicka, wow, wow. Yo, this show goes hard, bruh. Have I been watching the wrong show this whole time? You feel it, dig me? Listen, they got adult content creators out here. But anyway, says she has a very big personality and stands for acceptance and non judgment. She doesn't like fake people. And considers herself to be very open. I think she's going to be a fan favorite. If I had to write down some notes for her just based off that, I'm going to go hmm. Honest to her own detriment, doesn't like fake people. I, I'm going to say she might not be good at the game, but she might be good television. That's where I'm going to go with this. Now, I'm also aware of the fact that, ladies and gentlemen, that this show may be very similar to BBUK, in which the fan vote determines a lot. Now, of course, I'm going to have to do more research on this show, investigate its past, learn more of the metagame, if you will, to become more of an expert in it. Because if y'all know anything about me, once I start to take a liking towards something, I really start to dive deep into it, and I become a legit expert in it. Because I want to make the complicated sound simple to someone who stumbled upon it from the first time. Now, let's get into another fine sister here. We have Keamotsue, wait, no, Keamogetsue Motale, aka QV. Okay, that's a dope name. I actually had a homie back in college named Quincy. I used to call him Q Vision. That's a dope nickname for her. She's 23 from Mahakang. I like the outfit she rocking. These sisters are fly on this show. Damn. All right, let me write down QV's name real quick. Okay, it says the easygoing QV is a sharpshooter and straight talker. She has no interest in keeping her annoyance to herself when someone gets on her wrong side. She describes herself as a tomboy. Okay, bet. I expect her to get along well with the men. All right, that's the note I'm gonna take on her real quick. Now we have another brother, Lebo Najamba, aka Lebo. I mean, okay, well, I guess he didn't have no imagination there. He's 32 from Johannesburg. Johannesburg might have their own alliance. Let me find out y'all got a preseason alliance from Johannesburg. But that's neither here nor there. I gotta remember, this is the Black Show, where we don't mind preseason alliances because a black person always gonna win. Oh man, this is a new feeling. I've never felt this before. But anyway, born in Uitenhage, Lebo is a lover of life who enjoys the outdoors. Okay. He says people are his weakness, and as a result, he tends to befriend strange characters, but also considers himself a loner. Okay, if he befriends strange characters, he's probably gonna get in real good with Terry, the porn star. Hey, listen, I'm just reading between the lines here, but he also seems to be someone who likes to adventure. He's also a loner. This tells me he won't be scared to make big moves in the game if he has the opportunity to do so. This tells me he's his own man. And I'm really excited to see a guy like this play because really someone like Lebo is a very dangerous player because He's not going to overthink anything. He's going to do what's in his best interest every time, and that should lead to great entertainment. So salute to Lebo. If I had to write a note down for him, I'd probably say um, high potential as a player. I see good potential in him. I still believe Gash One has the best potential so far out of all the men. But for now, I got to give Lebo some credit. I think he's a little bit more impressive than Zeno. Zeno seemed like he just wanted to start a fight and go viral. Next, we have Luthando Mathimbu. Okay, this name sounds G as hell, aka BU. Okay, this dude said he with the Pretty Boys Alliance. Shout outs to my dude Anthony Douglas. Shout outs to Sir Anthony Douglas, Champagne Tone. This proves Champagne Tone's legacy is worldwide. His legacy is global, ladies and gentlemen. We got people trying to act as if his legacy ain't legendary. Y'all crazy as hell. We got people all the way in South Africa repping the Pretty Boys. Do y'all really think they rep the Pretty Boys? If a black man wasn't in that alliance, let's give our brother his roses real quick. That's all I'm saying. You feel it, dig me? Let's give our brother his roses. And I'm becoming a fan of this man because I think he watches Big Brother Worldwide by taking this picture. But let's see. Now, BU is 31 from Johannesburg once again. Now, I believe that's the capital of South Africa, so it does make sense. A lot of people will be from there. The aspiring musician says one of the highlights of his life was quitting his high-flying corporate job to follow his artistic dreams. Interesting. I like that. So he's a daredevil, right? He's not as scared to take risks. He's also a vegan. Interesting. Okay, so this guy, he's really unique. I think he'll get along with a lot of women by being a vegan. Now, if I know anything about Africans, though, and I'm not trying to generalize, most Africans, they like they meat, though. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. They like they meat. You know, I had a homeboy growing up, one of my like best friends growing up, my homeboy Alan Putu. He was the one because I was close to him. He was actually from Congo, and he taught me that the M in his name is silent. So I need to take that into account when I'm pronouncing some of these names myself. But you know, Alan was my guy, and Alan taught me a whole bunch of stuff in terms of the diaspora and stuff like that. And I just want to give some salute to him as well, because if it wasn't for my upbringing and understanding, and I also had a Nigerian homie, Emmanuel. I used to eat gari with him, right? I used to eat fufu. Okay, so I understand some of this terminology, but I think it's very interesting though how this brother BU is going into this game as a vegan. Will this alienate him from the other men of the house who seem to be here to play hard and just full throttle? Or will this actually help his game more because he'll be able to relate to the women and the men more? I don't know. But him being a musician should give him some clout, especially if fan voting plays a role in this season at all. It's going to be about how he introduces himself to said fans. And that's really the strategy of these shows, right? How you craft your narrative determines if you win, you know? And in that sense, there is something pure about this game in a sense where production doesn't have this outright power to determine whose narrative is the best. It really is up to you, right? And I do kind of like that freedom. But those are my thoughts there on BU. If I had to write down some notes on BU, I'm going to just straight up say um, risk taker and vegan. All right, now let's get into our next competitor. We have Michelle Dimfo Vundla, aka Info Wabadimo. Okay, my apologies for pronouncing that wrong. These are my first time seeing these names. I hope y'all understand. Very attractive sister, this lady. Wow. Okay. Very attractive. She is from Davyton. She's 27 years old, and she looked like she here to play herself. You know what I mean? Now, it reads, her description reads, the Sangoma describes herself as outgoing and kind, but says she has zero tolerance for nonsense. A doting mom, she is a nurturer who loves cheering people when they're not feeling their best. Okay, so, and I know her nickname has been shortened to just Info on the show. I know that much. And I also heard she's a content creator that's into spirituality and stuff like that. So I think she has a high percentage chance of being very likable on this show. Um, if I had to take a note for her, honestly, I think she's just radiant. I think she lights up every room she's in. I think she's going to be a social butterfly. That's my notes on her. I think she's the social butterfly of the season. But that remains to be seen. Next, we have Velo Natuli, aka Velo, 28 from Johannesburg. Okay, we got all right, we letting the big brothers come through. All right, it ain't just a whole bunch of models. You know what I mean? We need to have an equal array of different brothers. This is dope to see. All right, and this brother look like he bringing some personality. If I'm being honest with y'all, don't this brother kind of look like Andrew Miller just a little bit? I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying he kind of looks like Andrew Miller a little bit. Um, we have Velo Natuli describing himself as loud and lovable. Velo is a lover of people who is passionate about education, bubbly, and candid. He hides a more complex side behind his infectious humor. Okay, so he's going to be comic relief. Hold on. So let me take this note real quick. I believe his name is just Velo, right? Yeah, Velo. You know what? I actually like him as a game player because if he hides his intellect behind jokes, that means he's going to be a very dangerous player. And if you're funny in confessionals, that's all you really need to get the fans' vote. I would guess. I know outside of maybe sex appeal. When you're talking about men, I mean, like because you have to assume the majority of the voters will be women. If you can make them laugh, there's no reason why they wouldn't support you in a sense. But I think on a show like this, the real strategy, the real meta, I think, is being in a showman's because together you form more of a united front for all the fans to rally behind you, and that pushes you and your significant other deeper into the game. That's at least how I'm starting to see it. I could be off. This is just first impressions, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Now, yeah, if I had to really give this guy some notes, I'm gonna say smart and witty, um, but self-aware. I'm gonna give him that too, because in order the only way you can act dumb is if you're smart. I always say dumb people can't act smart. A smart person can't act dumb. Now, this lady right here is without a doubt the finest girl on this season. She made me want to cover this show. I saw a picture of her on my timeline and said, "What have I been doing?" Her name is Naledi. Moga Dime, and she definitely is a dime, all right? AKA Nale or Nail, whichever way you want to pronounce that. She's 24 from Pretoria, certified dime piece. Don't be shocked if you see her on the challenge one day. She's giving me them Esther vibes. I'm just keeping it a bean, all right? She is a self-described fine gal, not a sad gal. The model is as much a firecracker as she is calm and zen. Her strength is being able to understand and analyze people. Ooh, she sounds like a great game player to me. Wait a minute now. Ooh. Listen, her strength is being able to understand and analyze people. And the lady says she might not be everyone's cup of tea in the beginning. Listen, I gotta be honest. It is a little bit of a turnoff for a girl to refer to herself as a fine gal, but when you tell her the truth, we'll let that ride. But with that said, coach, I think the fact that she admitted that her strength is being able to understand and analyze people, this is a very key trait to have in the Big Brother household, ladies and gentlemen. And when you are as attractive as she is, okay, to be smart enough to know when to play the backseat and let other people dig their own graves will be essential to her game. Okay, and if she's self aware enough to admit that in the early stages she might not be liked, this tells me she already has a strategy on what to do at the beginning. Okay, that's what that tells me, because why would she even say that unless she knows what she's going to do? I think this lady is a super fan just by saying that in her bio. She said something in that no one else has already said. No one else has spoke on the early stages of the game yet. That tells me she expects to make the late stage of the game. That tells me a lot. So if I'm going to be real with y'all, the one note I'm taking down for her is dark horse to win it all. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna say dark horse. I'm gonna say early favorite. I'm gonna leave it at that. Early favorite. I think this lady's the early favorite. Um, without a doubt. You know what I mean? And I think we all could agree she is cold. But anyway, now let's get into Norman Nalapo, or it could be pronounced Lapo, aka Norman. He is 24 from Johannesburg, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Now, this guy seems to be happy go lucky. He seems to not take himself too seriously. He gives me kind of Marin vibes a little bit from Big Brother Canada. Like he's coming in with good spirits. He won't upset anyone, which is a great characteristic, which are great characteristics to have coming into a show that could be heavily reliant on fan voting. You don't want to be the guy that's unlikable. Um, so this good for him. Now, his bio says the daycare worker has an adaptable personality and is a sporty person. Despite a tough upbringing, he says his life has been a bundle of blessings. He runs a nonprofit organization and daycare with his mother. Okay, so now, if I'm not mistaken, Zeno was also a mama's boy. He said at the beginning, okay, we could have a mama's boy alliance popping off. It's possible. You never know. You never know. Um, but with that said, I think this brother Norman, I think he's coming in with some good energy. I don't think anyone is going to dislike him early on. Um, I think his best strategy is to continuously be the bundle of blessing guy, right? Be the adaptable personality guy. If you have a history and a past of being a daycare worker, if you run a nonprofit organization, then you're used to working with people um, who either are anxious or need your service in an emergency. Um, I think these are all qualities that'll make him into a decent, if not good, Big Brother player. People will trust him with very sensitive information, in my opinion. I don't think this guy is going to be involved in any of the drama, such as other men from earlier that we've already discussed. I think this guy has that upside to make it towards the late stage because he is the kind of guy who won't harm a fly. Okay? And I think this is the type of thing that a lot of people want to see more of with black men because once again, we are not a stereotype. We are not violent. We're not just angry all the time. It's great to see this guy. So I'm gonna basically say bundle of joy. I'm gonna say that's his I think he'll be just as much of a social butterfly as probably Info. If I had to really give my opinion on it, I think he's the male Info of this season. Yeah, let me type that too. All right, next let's get into um, Retabil Patsane, aka Dinky Bliss. That's a unique nickname. She's 29 from Johannesburg, and I'm glad we have more inclusion, we have more representation. All black women aren't monolithic. If I'm going to say it was a W for them to add Velo to the cast, it definitely is a W to have Dinky Bliss here. So salute to Dinky Bliss. Fashion loving and bubbly. Okay, so and she has a high percentage chance of being a very likable person if she's bubbly. Retabil describes herself as loud and proud and says she can transform people's moods and lift spirits. More of a boy's girl than a girl's girl. She enjoys socializing. Okay, well, we had QV who also mentioned that she was a tomboy. This tells me QV and Dinky Bliss could have a possible alliance. Um, But if she does, but there's also a high percentage chance her being a tom a tomboy could also mean she doesn't want to work with the women. Because if she says she's more of a boy's girl than a girl's girl, but she enjoys socializing, that's interesting to me. Usually, if you enjoy socializing, you're a girl's girl. So she's basically implying she likes to be the one to socialize with a whole bunch of guys around. Um, it's going to be interesting to see if Dinky Bliss at any point of this game has a crush on any of these men. How does she carry that, especially when she's more of a tomboy? Um, would she resent the woman because she's more of a boy's girl? Or would she just figure out a real subtle way to get her out of the paint? You feel me? These are the things that make me think. But if there's one thing I'll say about Dinky Bliss, she could work well with QV and the men. but she also has high drama upside. I really do believe she could bring a lot of drama if she catches some feelings for a guy in that house. Trust me, a lot of women who claim they're tomboys, that's really a defense mechanism. They trying to get chose, coach. They just try to stay around the guy they like longer, okay? I'm just keeping it to me. But anyway, let's get into the next player. We have Thondo Copella, aka Acacia. She's 30 years old from Soweto. Okay, buzz cut shouty in the building. All right, salute to her. Family oriented. Thondo describes herself as a free spirit and risk taker. Wow, okay, wait a minute. I think, if I'm being honest with y'all, I think Acacia, I think she could work well with Norman. Info? Hmm. And she's a risk taker, huh? I think she could work well with BU. This is like an impromptu WTF right now. You know what I mean? I got to give the streets something unique. I really do like the energy she's bringing. I like the fact that she's coming in with no wig on her head. Everything about her, she isn't scared to show. And that tells me she is the risk taker she says she is in her bio. I respect the consistency there, the continuity. She's a foodie who loves community and togetherness. That tells me she could be a fantastic chef within the game. When anything you know about Big Brother, if you're good at cooking food, the men gonna keep you around a lot longer. You feel it, dig me? So if Thondo, hey, listen, if you put your foot in it, coach, the men is not sending you home no time soon. She loves community and togetherness. This tells me she will try to be the socialite that tries to keep people from beefing. She will try to keep her alliance together in all likelihood. She considers herself relatable and is as comfortable Ikase as she is in upmarket suburbs. Now, I don't know that term. Please, if you understand these terms, can you please educate us in the comment section below? I would truly love to learn more about this, okay? Next, let's get into Thato Mokona, aka Thato, okay? As a man named Hotep Thanos, I like that name. She's 28 from Val, okay? Now, her bio reads, not one to limit herself. Thato is an accountant and TikToker who describes herself as a world within worlds. Wait a minute. This is a huge threat here. I got to keep it real with y'all. This girl's a huge threat. When I see TikToker in a game that could be based on fan voting, listen, the rig could be in. I'm just listen. I'm just giving y'all my honest take here. I think this girl is dangerous. She's bubbly, energetic. She's bluntly honest and is comfortable with her transparent nature. And she's pretty fun size. So I think if, as long as from a social standpoint, she stays that likable person, I don't think she's going anywhere anytime soon. That's my thought process on her. Um, Being on TikTok is a huge advantage. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I think that's a huge advantage. That could be a bigger advantage to be on YouTube, to be honest with you, because then people mobilize. You feel it? Dig me? Let's get into the next player. We have another brother coming in. Oh man, this dude tatted up to hell and back, bruh. This dude look like the South African tiger. You feel it? Dig me? We have Timba Karabo Maboso, aka Timba. He's 30 years old from Johannesburg. Okay, this brother, hey, either he gonna crash and burn something serious, or he's a mastermind and he's fooling people with these tats. I mean, this dude got an avatar tattoo. It tells me he's a man of culture. All right, he tells me he's a man of substance. You know what I mean? But with that said, let's read his bio, because now I'm really intrigued. I don't know. I don't know how. Let me remind myself of the name Timba for my notes. Really short bio though. That's not a good sign. Not a good sign at all, in my opinion. The heavily inked tattoo artist describes himself as simple, basic, and normal, and says despite his attention grabbing looks, he doesn't actively seek spotlight. Interesting. So he is going to be similar, in my opinion, to the other loner of the season. Who was the other loner? Was it? I think the other loner wasn't the other loner BU? I might be wrong, but I think he might get along with BU. Sorry about that. I had to write that down. Heavily inked tattoo artist describes himself as simple, basic, and normal, and says despite his attention-grabbing looks, he doesn't seek the spotlight. Well, to be honest with you, Timba, you didn't really give me much there in that bio. You basically said I'm generic, but everything about my looks isn't. That doesn't tell me much, brother. I gotta be honest. But with that said, hey, maybe he wants to position himself. Maybe he wants the audience to have low expectations for him so he can surprise them throughout the game. Maybe this is a strategy in itself that I'm not paying attention to. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt there, brother. Next, we have another sister coming through, another beautiful sister. Her name is Tobeka Shali, a.k.a. Venus. Okay. Yeah, shorty bad. From Richards Bay. Okay, let's see what she's talking about. In her own words, when it comes to her, you just never know what you're gonna get. Okay, so she's a box of chocolate. She embodies creativity. She writes music, makes beats, and plays the piano. Damn. She considers herself to be a layered person. Hold up. She writes music, makes beats, and plays the piano. Damn, where you at? Where you at in America? Damn. You feeling dig me? Let's make a mixtape, coach. But that's neither here nor there. I think Venus is going to get along very well with a lot of these men on this season that are into music. I mean, that's without a doubt. I mean, not only that, I think because she's attractive, she has a high percentage chance at a showmance. The fact that she's self-aware enough to consider herself a layered person tells me there's more depth to her. And when you are a creative, ladies and gentlemen, when you're used to creating things out of thin air, I personally believe you have the highest capacity to play a game no one has seen before because you can whip ideas out of your head that no one else can think of, which makes it harder for people with less creativity to respond to your creativity. I think this girl has dark horse upside without a doubt, and I think she's going to be someone we need to keep our eyes on. Next, let's get into our next player. We have Tulani Madala. That's just a dope name, coach. I got to keep it a bean. Tulani Madala. Listen, this man sounds like an Egyptian god card. You know what I mean? But anyway, we have Tulani Madala, a.k.a. Tools. Hell, he sound like he was definitely, back in the day, he sound like he was that dude in the hood. That's all I'm going to say. When your nickname is Tools, I'm just saying, you sound like that dude nobody want to mess with. Now he's 28 from Johannesburg. I'm glad. It's good to see the Bald brothers have a representative. All right, we got to stick together in these streets. We got to stick together in these streets. All right. This brother definitely looks confident. He looks like he's gonna be quite a character. He looks like he's funny, and he looks excited for this opportunity. A velvet voice straight shooter. Tulani has a softness beneath his tough exterior. Oh, well, okay. So they're basically letting me know right there his nickname is Tools because he is a tough man. He's a hard man. What do they call them? Yeah, that's what they call them in England. They call them hard man. Okay. So this man's from the road. He ain't scared of nothing. Okay. He says he's single because he was badly behaved in the heyday of his radio DJ career. Okay, so this guy's a radio DJ. Could get along very well with Venus. Also, I think this guy has an upside of creating a men's alliance. I don't know. I'm getting something off of him like he's capable of creating a men's alliance, yo. I don't know. I'm getting that vibe off him, man. Cause they say he's a velvet voice straight shooter. Okay. So if people view him as someone who's a straight shooter, they're more likely to trust him. Okay. He's more likely to be in leadership roles more often throughout the game. Um, Now, he said he's single because he was badly behaved back in the day, but this basically tells me that he's aware of his mistakes and he also knows how to play the game within the game. If this brother probably has a mouthpiece something serious if they allowed him to be called a velvet voice straight shooter. We got to look out for this guy. I think this guy is going to be manipulative. I think he's going to be sending some women off. I think he's going to be sending some men off. This guy might be the forbidden jitsu of this entire season. Listen, I try not to judge books by their cover, but usually I can tell a lot about someone based off their picture. His nickname, his bio, his picture, they tell me a lot without saying much. All right. And I really do believe this guy has very high upside. I expect him to last pretty long in this game. Um, High potential player. Next, we have Uko Samuels, aka Sis Tamara. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen, listen. I don't mind this as much because we have so many straight representatives on a season. When it's all black, I don't mind there being a moist representative. I don't mind it. It's the idea when there isn't enough representation, and then you go, you know what? We're not even going to have a straight black man on the cast. We're going to put this guy in instead of all of y'all. That's when I have a problem. I need to state that. So I don't mind this inclusion necessarily because we've seen so many people who qualified for this show. And like I said, it is only fair that everyone gets a representative in an all black season. And do you notice something? In an all black season with 18 players, there's only one moist person. This is proof that black folks are not the image of moist stuff like the media would like us to be portrayed as. That needs to be stated as well. So let me give Big Brother Mzansi credit here. You didn't go overboard, but you gave representation out. That's great. I can't be mad at that, baby. Now let's continue. But I will say this dude looks kind of crazy in this picture, though. But that's neither here nor there. Pyramid earrings. I mean, come on, all the symbolism in the world. But that's neither here nor there. His name is Uko Samuels, aka Sis Tamara. Oh man. Somebody gonna get triggered when I give when I write some notes on this guy. Hold on. Let's read his bio first. He's 25 from Johannesburg. Okay. Okay. The multifaceted and bubbly Uko goes by the pronouns he, him. Oh my God. Here we go with the pronouns. All of this is unnecessary, coach. But okay. He goes by the pronouns he, him, she, her, they, them. Known as Sis Tamara. They describe themselves as a gender conforming experience. They are passionate about trans and queer representation. That's what's up, bruh. That's what's up. Everyone deserves a representation. But my problem is he ain't saying nothing in his bio about the game he's trying to play. All he talking about is moist stuff. I want serious game players, not gimmicks. Okay? That's my perspective on this. And the way they're positioning him early is as of a gimmick, not of a serious player. They have said nothing about his personality. They said nothing about his approach to the game. All they said was, listen, they spent the first sentence with pronouns. You could have removed that and talked more about the game you wanted to play, okay? So, listen, how am I really supposed to take notes on this guy so far? Listen, I'm going to be honest. Low probability chance of winning. I gotta be honest. Unless the public vote is rigged. Yeah, let me put that caveat there because I don't want people months from now being like, "Oh, you were wrong." Doesn't mention how he plans to play or why he wants to play. Just mentions representation. High percentage chance of being the easy first target of the house. I got to be honest. Hey, listen, I'm being honest with this assessment. He has a high percentage chance of being the easy first target. You know, especially if he comes in with that outfit on. I'm just keeping it a bean. Now we have Yolanda Glover. Is she from Chicago? You feel it, Amy? She got one of them names like she from America. Yolanda Glover, aka Yoli. I think she's gonna be liked. She seems like a down-to-earth gal. She's 30 years old from Durban. Outgoing and effervescent. Yolanda describes herself as Baroka without the medicine. She loves being about people and says they are drawn to her infectious energy. She can somewhat be too honest and upfront and says she's an open book. Ooh. Oh. I gotta be honest, giving me Davon vibes. Listen. I, when she said she can be too honest and upfront and says she's an open book, that was Davon's biggest flaw. When she was bothered about something, it was hard for her to hide it on her face. I'm hoping Yoli can correct those mistakes. But with that said, she says she's outgoing and effervescent. So as long as she could continuously be a social butterfly of sorts, I think she'll be pretty fine on a game like this. And with there only being two sisters who don't have model type bodies on this season, I think the public is going to want to preserve these two sisters longer than usual. So I think she's in a good position coming into this game. Honestly, I think the smartest thing for her is probably to work with Dinky Bliss. Even though Dinky Bliss is more of a tomboy, personally, I think both of them should look out for each other. You do not want these model looking girls to all gang up on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, because see, right now, the way I look at it, there's a high percentage chance here of players like Timba, Sis Tamara, Yoli, and Dinky Bliss to be ganged up on early. I think there's a high percentage chance of those four being in trouble. If I had to give y'all an impromptu worst to first, they'd probably be in my bottom four. Not because I don't think they're good players, but because the cast that they're on, I'm not sure if they're good fits with that cast. And that's really how I feel. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the article. All right. So we got that out of the way. So I gave y'all my initial first thoughts on all of this. Now I can give y'all my thoughts on some other stuff. Now we can get into sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Now we can get into meeting the house guests the way production wants to introduce them. Hold on. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. All right. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pulling out all the stops for y'all with this one. All right. I'm pulling out all the stops. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's get it cracking.
Hi, my name is Ukotemba Samela, better known as the Sister Marabandwana, the Upland Steve, I mean. And I'm from a very small village in the Eastern Cape, Kapagwasukomani. When I started this whole Sister Mara thing, it was as a joke on Facebook. And as Sister Mara, I was more confident. I could do things that Uko would not. So my pronouns are Nomai Ninjayami because essentially I'm a gender non-conforming experience. At a party or groove, I'm the one that's dishing out the shots, that's dancing by the DJ. Going into the Big Brother's house, I think you can expect to see the balance between Uko and Sis Tamara. Sis Tamara is an overachiever. Yeah, she loves dressing up, she loves going out. My spirit animal. This is probably gonna sound cliche because I'm a Leo, but I have to say a lion.
Swagala, housemate one. Hi.
I am Tado. I'm 28 years old. I'm from the Val, and I'm an accountant and a content creator. Tado Tumumuk Jaiva, Papa. Being the life of the party. I don't know how I'm an accountant with all this.
Yeah, she's the TikToker.
But I am an accountant, yes. I have mostly male friends. I find girls to
this
be
is Tato.
full of drama. My friends describe me as a sparkle. My mother describes me as a sense of reason. My sisters would describe me as money. That's all they see. Also, I think that I've got a great personality and I'm a great person and I deserve to be a millionaire. It's about time. Falling in love, child. I don't want to fall in love on national TV. But don't head on TV.
I like her personality.
I was worried about being naked, but it is what it is.
Oh yeah, that's another part of this show that's next level, bruh. They take showers on feeds together. It's insane. It's on the orgy side of the game. This is next level, bruh. It's next level. I gotta be honest, bruh. I gotta be honest. But honestly, man, Thato, man, I'm a believer. I already told y'all being on TikTok was an advantage. But her personality, woo, she's popping off the page right now.
Yeah.
Welcome on stage, housemate number 2.
Ooh, the whole set looks fly too.
I am Ratabile Putzane, aka Dinky the Dinkinator, the mover and the shaker,
Okay, this
the
Dinky
vibe
bliss.
creator, terminator, master of distraction. I'm 29 years old and I was born in Durban, raised in Welkom, and I currently live in Johannesburg. I'm loud and proud, bubbly, and I'm the girl. A lot of people find me extremely intimidating, especially men, because they feel like I am controlling.
Oh, red flags everywhere. I told y'all she was on the bottom for a reason. She already admitted to us she gives off a lot of masculine energy, which makes men a little nervous around her. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so, huh? I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so, huh? I mean, at the end of the day, coach, she seems to be unapologetic about that side of her. That should be the side of you that you're trying to keep under wraps in this type of a game. But it seems as if she has no plans of doing that. That's not a good sign for me. Now, I will say this. Damn, is she a rapper? Does she moonlight as a rapper? Because she was spitting bars at the beginning. She was like, I'm dinky. I was like, damn. So, from a personality standpoint, I think she's going to be fantastic in confessionals. I think she's going to be quite a character. I think she's going to be a unique archetype. Because let's just keep it real. Sisters haven't really had an archetype like this in a long time. Have they had an archetype like this? I don't think they've ever had an archetype like this before. And I'm starting to talk myself into more of a reason why she'll stick around, but she's going to be quite a character.
I am bossy, legrabozoko shakabandayabo rakakakakaka. I'm a flirt. Anytime I see beard, there's something that lingers within my body. There's that thing, you know, like I go cuckoo.
Oh, that's all it takes, huh?
Housemate number 3.
Dinky.
Package. Yeah, linganese shele. Yeah.
Oh, this is my dude right here. I forgot his name. Velo, right?
Lutandum Temple, but I go by Ludo. Ludo Boo.
Oh, no, that's
I'm a
Lebo.
driver.
Wait.
I drive people around and I make music and I act. I'm on a few
Wait, who is
adverts here
this?
and there. Yeah, that's what I get first glance because of how I carry myself. And I don't mind that because I like surprising people after a while. I believe in Muntu Abantu.
Matter of fact, I think this is BU.
So I don't think of anyone lesser for any reason. So I've been vegan for plus minus
Yep.
5 years.
That's
I've been doing
BU.
it wrong and then I did it right. Then I found out there's something else. Apparently not allowed to wear this if you're vegan. And I'm like, I'm Zulu first. Sorry, but I'm vegan still.
Oh, wait, he's Zulu Nation? Okay, wait a minute. All right, I got a reason to root for this dude. All right, this dude, he coming in with some wokeness. He on code. That's what's up.
I'm single but not alone. I'm open to whatever the house has to bring. Entanglements, everything, I'm here for it. I'm just gonna be me through all the storms.
Housemate number 4.
Hey, man, why that sound like a South African Kendrick Lamar rapping in the background? Y'all hear that? Hey, man, that's lit. It's lit in these streets. I need to get my music game up, man. Homeboy sound like he got bars in the back. Listen carefully. You feel it, dig me?
My name is Acacia. I am from Pimville, Soweto. More than anything, I specialize in modeling. I love the camera, I love being in front of the camera, and I'm pretty in front of the camera. So why
That's
not?
Acacia.
My friends would describe me as cheeky, but loving, caring. What my exes would probably say about me is, God damn, I want her back. I
Okay.
honestly think I would at least get along with females. Females just don't understand that element
Catty.
of being proud, being yourself, being confident. They mistaken confidence for arrogance. So I can't deal with that. Women are definitely intimidated by me. My spirit animal would definitely be a tiger. I look beautiful, I look like I don't bite. But I definitely do bite. Come at me, I will come at you.
Now, listen, for all the feminists out here, she's not the one they're rooting for. Listen, she told y'all straight up, women mistake confidence for arrogance. She straight up told y'all how she feel. You feel it, dig me? And this is what I said. women who do not have a problem finding a man tend to not like feminism at all. Now, I'm not trying to make it about that, but I have a feeling women are not going to like this girl simply because she doesn't go with the media's portrayal of what women should be. I respect the fact that she's her own woman, she's an individual, and she stands out a lot so far. If I had to be honest, the three women who have stand out so well so far are probably Dinky, Akasha, and probably Venus. No, Venus. We ain't seen Venus yet. It was I think it was Tato. Yeah, it was the TikToker Tato. Okay.
Welcome, housemate number 5.
They fly as hell.
My name is Velon Tuli. I am 28 years old. I come from Peter Maritzburg.
Miller boys
For
in the
a
building.
living, I try to pay my bills. Yeah, do whatever. How does
Hey man, Dinky love them beards. She might be on you, coach. You know what I mean? Dinky gonna be on his head top. She love beards. He might be the only one on this season. Nah, I think Gash got a beard too. It's gonna get real in the field. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna get real in the field. But I'm rooting for this dude, man. I'm rooting for him to succeed.
describe myself in 3 words is loud, passionate, friendly. I am very domesticated. I was smaller than this, but because I can cook, you see. I have no one but myself to cook for. Yeah, I do everything for myself. Aww. Am I looking? No. If it comes my way, why not? It's something I don't oppose, but I'm not actively looking. Like, no. I feel like I'm the nicest person. I guess I just look angry, but I'm not. I'm the kind of person that says what people are thinking, but too afraid to say it. But I'll say it in a way that doesn't make another person angry. Well, that's what you can expect from me.
I relate a lot to this guy because I say the things people are thinking all the time, but they're too scared to say. I'm rooting for you, dog. I'm rooting for you. Man, take off.
Housemate number 6. Oh, yeah.
They playing some beats on this show too, boy.
Yolanda Clover, but I also call Yoli.
Yoli.
I'm from Durban, KwaZulu-Natal, 30 years old, and yeah, just a vibe. I am bubbly, effervescent, charismatic, chachara times 100, and a person that you always want to be around. The wildest thing I've ever done was actively try and steal my college friend's boyfriend because I thought she shouldn't have him and I should. I did.
Oh, she
take him
petty.
Eventually, had my way with him, and then that was that. I think it's really naive to have a strategy going into the house because you don't know what to expect. The only weapon in my arsenal is myself. You take it, you leave it, you love it, you don't.
I'm a lot of red flags. Remember, I read that little bio when I told you I'm seeing red flags. She told us she stole her roommate's boyfriend just to see if she could, and she had her way with him. Ladies and gentlemen, she strikes me as a woman. If she doesn't get her way, she could turn into an Audrey. That's my crayon, mommy. Yeah. Throw it across the room. Now, I'm not saying she's going to be a sore loser type player. I'm just saying so far, the way she is portraying herself. Remember, it's all about the narrative you give yourself. Production on this show allows you to hang yourself, right? they don't tell you what to say like Americanized, big brother. I'm just saying. So, at the end of the day, she chose to make these statements, and I think she took her own L self-inflicted here.
That's what I'm doing. I don't have a set strategy.
Housemate number 7.
Hi, my name is Gershon Brendan Belvin Mtombeni.
Uh-oh, Gash
I'm
1,
28
here we
years
go.
Old. I'm from Soshanguve. Oh, I do love the women, so I am
The
a
South
feminist.
African X.
I like to believe that I am good with women. The first thing I do is just smile, man. Smile and wave. You know the penguins from Madagascar, you know? Smile and wave. My type is any woman that's interested in me.
Oh,
People
damn.
often think that I'm
Hey, he about to dirty Mac. This dude about to be messy all season, dog. My type is any girl that's talking to me. Man, this dude finna be... Alright, bet. Oh, we got some... Listen, this cast is interesting, dog. This dude is finna be messy as hell, alright? And the way they have specifically cast certain women who are fully aware... I mean, we got Akasha who don't like women because she knows they gonna hate on her for being able to pull men. We got Yoli, who believes she's entitled to any man she wants. Okay? We got tomboys on this cast who don't even want to be around the women. Everything is setting up for there to be an infinity war for a guy, okay? Listen, this could easily turn into The Bachelor real quick. I'm just saying what it is. I'm telling y'all how I'm seeing it on the fly, all right? Here we go.
Party animal. But I don't drink, I don't club, I don't smoke. Yes. The wildest
Doesn't
thing
drink
I've
or
ever
smoke.
done in my life was having.
That's very impressive. He doesn't drink or smoke. This man is going to be very free of mind, all right? Not only that, he's not going to feel any real pressure, right? And I think he is going to play a pretty good game because he's coming in with confidence. And let's just keep it real. He is nowhere near the bottom 4 archetypes heading into this season. He should be able to capitalize off of that. And I think a lot of women just going to vote for him because they like him.
Having sex in an inappropriate place. I need to get women to do as I please, you know. They need to be able to cater for my needs, my wants, and my desires. And at the same time, I'll see how I can accommodate what they need from me.
Welcome, housemate number 8.
My name is Temba Karabo Mabaso. I am 30 years old and I'm from Alex. Every time I go out, people just want to know what I do. Looking at the tattoos on my face, people have questions for me like, what do you do? Why do you have so much tattoos? Do you understand? People think I worship the devil or something. I'm a Christian, by the way, and people don't know that.
Misunderstood.
I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm just going to be me. I feel like if you're going to go to Big Brother and have a strategy for winning, you can't keep it up for 3 months. That's not going to work. Expect to see me. That's what you're going to get.
This is Timber,
This is
right?
what you get. I'm not going to fake anything because I feel like I'm going to win this being myself. If I was a fruit, I would be a strawberry. They're not necessarily sweet, but they symbolize that, you know, sweetness.
Hey man, no disrespect, Timber, but you gotta say pause after that. Like, if I could be any fruit, it'd be a strawberry. Not because they're sweet, but I like their sweetness. Like, bro, what are we talking about here, bruh? Let me find out you've been picking for this cast to be Sis Tamara's showmans.
Housemate number 9.
You know the strays had to come out. Listen, y'all came here for recency bias radio.
I am Michelle Dimpo,
Info.
known as Mphoba Dimu. I am 27 years of
She's
age
in the
and
building.
I'm from Davidson, Evuta in the East Rand. I'm known as Mphoba Dimu because I am a sangoma. I have been practicing for now 6 years. The underground gang has unfortunately gone to a vacation, so I'm going in as myself. But I don't want that to be something that is not normal. I am my gift. My gift is with me. It's just that doing Big Brother is something that I've always wanted to do. So it has nothing to do with my spiritual journey.
I gotta be honest. You could listen to her talk for hours. I see how she could be a content creator on YouTube. The girl has a voice. You know what I mean? Listen, she's damn near mesmerizing when she talks. Like, for real, you just want to hear more. She's gonna be a player, man.
When people see me, they often think that I am this high maintenance, gold digger, slay queen, partying all night type of person. In the party situation, I'm the one that is always taking the pictures of everyone but myself. So my spirit animal is a phoenix. A phoenix rises from the ashes, no matter how.
Do you see what the story they're telling us? She says she's not the one that be at the parties getting all messed up. She's the one who takes the picture. She's implying she's the designated driver. She's the more of the classy gal in her entourage. We just had the brother Gash One admit he doesn't do drugs or drink alcohol. I think they're setting up Info and Gash One right now. That's just my take on it so far. I think right now they look like a perfect match. Now the question is, does Gash One want a woman with kids? Because there's a lot of other women on this season with no kids that's bad too. And that's the thing. Man, he finna have a pick of the litter. And now that we know that Gash One is entertaining any woman who wants him, woo! Listen, I just hope these sisters don't start fighting each other over Buddy. You know, that'd be an L, but listen, it's entertainment at the end of the day. But let's continue.
How hard it burns. So I believe that the tuba is waiting for me, is being marinated for me.
Housemate
The way she just said marinated, that was sexy as hell. Damn.
number 10.
My name is Olibo. I am from Ekong, Kingdomstown. I'm a very sporty person too. I'm a tennis player. Met a couple of ladies who wanted to lose some weight. I lied, told them I was a personal trainer. And
This
now
fellow?
I'm a personal trainer. My friends would describe me as a goofball. I make a lot of jokes. I love entertaining people. I love laughing. I'm a bit of a mommy's boy. My mom only has great things to say about me, nothing bad. I get along with women. I even take instructions better from a woman than I do from a man. My personality out of 10 is a 10.5. My looks out of 10, 8.5. Hashtag or Sam.
Hold on, I'm sorry. I usually don't rewind, but I forgot. I forgot what this guy said his name was.
Housemate number 10.
Hold on, I'm just linking up the sound. Thank you. All right, here we go. What did he say his name was?
My name is Olibo. I am from Ekong, Kingdomstown. I'm a very sporty person too. I'm a tennis player. Met a couple of ladies who wanted
It's
to lose
Lebo.
some weight. I lied, told them I was a personal trainer, and now I'm here. I'm a personal trainer. My friends would describe me as a goofball. I make a lot of jokes. I love entertaining people. I love laughing. I'm a bit of a mommy's boy. My mom only has great things to say about me, nothing bad. I get along with women. I even take instructions better from a woman than I do from a man. My personality out of 10 is a 10.5. My looks out of 10, 8.5. Hashtag or Sam.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I think this guy's very dangerous, bruh. I think he's a very dangerous player because he seems to be very similar to Gash One, but he's like the mama's boy version who would prefer to work with women over men. And he admitted that he lied to get on the show. I think that's what he just said, which tells me he's good at lying because he just told us he lied about being a personal trainer when he's more of a tennis player or something of that sort. This tells me this guy's going to be really good at Big Brother, ladies and gentlemen. All right? If this guy gets any showmans to speak of, I think he's going to take that ball and run with it. I'm just being honest here. Very dangerous. I even put high potential as a player just looking at his bio, which was 2 sentences long. Now I see the guy through video. It just confirms everything I always thought. Doesn't take himself too seriously. I think he's going to be a dangerous player.
My name is QV. I'm 24 years of age. I like having fun, like things that most people would not dare to do. Bungee jumping, skydiving, Groover, Big Brother. The strangest thing that I packed going into the Big Brother house is probably a lingerie. And I don't understand why, because I mean, I'm not going into the house to go do the most, you know? So when I'm drunk, I'm very, very friendly. Like, a lot of people call it flirtatious. I'm very loyal. I'm there for you. I will be there for you, like, I'm down. I'm a ride or die. Get not ride or die. Bonnie and Clyde type vibes. Normally, if somebody does something, I'm willing to talk it out. And if it makes sense to me, then we can move forward. Or I'm bisexual, so girls, guys, siyahamba, you know. We are the world, we are the people. Not
All right, well, that's an important tidbit there. We have more representation. All right, that's important. All right, so Sis Tomorrow won't be alone. In theory, QV will at least try to help him in this game. But then again, I don't know. I mean, in theory, QV could have a showmance with a woman. She could have a showmance with a guy. Attractive girl, good personality, says she's flirtatious when she gets drunk. This could lead to more drama. We'll have to stay in tune with this.
everybody's gonna like you, and that's okay. Like, I'm fine with it.
Housemate number 12.
Whoa, that song sound like what you do for love, what you wanna do. That sound like that old school Tupac song. Doom 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 doom. Man, let me find out. Yo, hey man, I hope American Big Brother's taking notes, bruh. Why is it so much flyer in South Africa, bruh? They got theme songs for each person as they walk out. Not some generic music y'all have had for 20 years in the cut. You really dig me? Like seriously, this is some fly big budget stuff. They're raising the bar, right? I feel like BB Can need to take some notes too. Now, to be fair, BB Can, y'all a little bit more high budget than even BB US is sometimes. I ain't gonna throw no shots. Plus, Arissa Cox is a black host. We want to normalize that more often, you know. But with that said, man, they play some good music when they walking out. Let's hear that one more time. I ain't trying to copyright nothing, but I'm just saying, let's just hear that one more time, Coach. Just one more time. Just one more time.
Okay, like I'm fine with it.
Housemate number 12.
Man, they playing some music.
I'm 25 years old.
Oh, there go Venus.
Woo!
Woo!
035 representing.
Here we go.
I tend to laugh in very serious situations. So it could be something sad that happened, and I'll just laugh, and it's like, it's not funny.
I'm going to be real with y'all. Info and Nail, this is y'all biggest competition right here. Listen, oh man, listen, it's going down in these streets.
We're at a funeral. Not because it's actually funny, but yeah, it's just my coping mechanism. The wildest thing I ever did was take my cousin's stuffed animal elephant, and I used to just use it to masturbate sometimes, and she would always take it and put it in the laundry and be like, why is it getting dirty so quickly all the time?
Your girl's a freak. You feel it, dig me? Oh yeah, she's bringing it. You know what I mean? She's bringing it.
My personality out of 10 is a definite 10. I can't seem to think of a reason as to why I wouldn't win. And I feel like I'm pretty cool. I'm a vibe.
Housemate number 13.
We posted up nice on that tuba, relaxing, knowing I was nice.
Uh-oh.
My name is Tulani Madala. I'm 20
Tools.
years old. I'm a voiceover artist, broadcaster as well. I'm originally from East London. I would describe myself as funny, witty, and if I'm speaking to the right person, I'd say charming. I'm a great cook. Great love maker too. The whole conversation of boobs or ass. I'm an ass man. Ass today, ass tomorrow. My spirit animal is a silverback gorilla. Big, strong, you know, the whole Tarzan situation.
I'm not a fan of that though. I'm not a fan of that, BB South Africa. We don't need him to imitate a fucking gorilla. Let's chill on that shit. Other than that, I ain't mad.
At a party, I'm the life of it. I'm the guy pouring the shots, cracking the jokes. I mean, if I want to be taking a shower with South Africa watching, why hold anything back? So I want to be real. You know what? I might just leave the house with the money, with the baby mama, and the baby.
Man, I think this guy could win it all, man.
Mate number 14.
He's a jack of all trades.
My name is Atindo Asuzu, known as Zeno.
Zeno.
I'm 21.
He wants all the smoke.
My friends would describe me as toxic, but that's because that's how they see it. But I'm not really a toxic person. I'm very loving. I'm outgoing. I'm vibrant. I'm the life of the party. There's never a dull moment with me. Some of my bad habits are I have horrible sleeping patterns. I am an overthinker, and that's also another reason why I have trust issues. I think that's about it, sure. I think, yeah, I do have a plan going to the house. Just being myself, getting along with everyone, or people that get along with me. I don't want to fake things, but yeah, just being myself, being who I am, and being true to myself, to be honest.
Housemate number 15.
I'm going to be honest, Zeno, man, out of all the brothers on this show, I think you coming in with the hardest job ahead of you, you know, because now that I know that QV is by, at least Sis Tamara has a shot. You, my brother, I don't know. You coming into the game letting people know women think you're toxic. You're giving them the go-ahead to believe you're toxic before they really get to know your own feeds. That's not a good setup, brother. You should have been smarter about your own introduction. Remember, you're crafting your narrative.
My name is Naledi, but you can call
Woo,
me.
here we go.
My spirit animal is probably a lioness. I'm a little wow when it comes to other women. Women and I usually
That's wifey right
don't
there.
get along. Someone said that I was a bitch. And then there was someone who said that I was fake. I'm very selective about the people that I have around me in terms of women. I try to keep women that inspire me around. If you don't inspire me, I try not to keep you around. I do have a bit of an alpha female energy. When it comes to the opposite sex, it's not really a problem. I'm able to basically take my time in getting to understand what a man wants, what a man needs. I'm definitely not nervous about being in a house of strangers. I'm always hanging out with strangers. What you'll probably find in my Big Brother bag right now is a book that has all my affirmations that say, I'm gonna win, I've won, I've already won. Yeah.
Housemate number 16.
Ooh.
My name is Norman Bumelelo. I currently live in Hillbrow. If I was an animal, I would definitely be a jaguar. Jaguar's got one of the most powerful bites, and I think once I've got a grip on something, it's hard to get out of that grip. I take a lot of time to listen to others. I'm very good with my words, very good with people. I read and I assess, so I think I always get my way. I'm a puppeteer. Definitely a puppeteer. The money's definitely coming home with me. In my mind, it's a dime, it's a wrap.
Who is this?
My tattoos are a symbol of just my life.
Sorry, y'all. I didn't listen. I was so captivated by Nail. Real talk. I was so captivated by Nail, I didn't even realize who the next person was, man.
Yeah.
Housemate number 16.
My name is Norman Bumelelo. I currently live in Hillbrow. If I was an animal, I would definitely be a jaguar. Jaguar's got one of the most powerful bites, and I think once I've got a grip on something, it's hard to get out of that grip. I take a lot of time.
Oh, this is
to listen
Norman.
to
I'm
others.
tripping.
I'm very good with my words, very good with people. I read and I assess, so I think I always get my way. I'm a puppeteer.
Oh.
Definitely a puppeteer. The money's definitely coming home with me. In my mind, it's a dime, it's a wrap. I've already taken it. My tattoos are a symbol of just my life in a whole. The looks have never been my strong point, so I've had to really focus spirit. So my personality is definitely a 16. I love a good time. I bomb strong. My
Honestly, Lebo, Norman, and Tools right now look like the most dangerous men. Look, Gash 1, look. In theory, he has high potential. But I think he could get caught up with that, I'm going to make every woman think she's my type stuff. I think no, bro. I think he's messing up doing that. I think this dude Norman admitting he's trying to be a puppet master, I already told you, I thought he would be the male version of Info, where you have a guy who's really going to be a easygoing, can speak in large crowds, entertain a group of people. I think this guy has a high percentage chance of being a social butterfly in his own right. Even in his interview, he seems to just revel in the spotlight. I think this guy's going to be a legit threat, man. If I'm Norman, I align with Tools immediately. I'm being honest. I think they complement each other's games very well.
punchline at the moment is Unomeni Coast Yangton. And if you know, you know.
Housemate number 17.
Hi, my name is Terry. I'm 26 years old. I'm from Buklou, and I'm a production makeup artist and an adult content creator. The first impression I usually get from people about me can only be put into one word: whoa. The weirdest thing I've been asked about myself is, am I a gangster's wife? Because of how I look. The name that's on my chest, is that my husband's name? Because he's probably in jail or something. I don't know. My spirit animal is an owl. I have it tatted on my leg. So what I've packed for the next 3 months for the Big Brother house is a lot of very sexy underwear. Very, because I plan to be walking around the house somewhat butt naked if I can. One thing I'm definitely nervous about is my family finding out about my OnlyFans.
Oh, okay, so she's the one we can expect to be full-on naked in them showers. That's all I gotta say.
But I'm actually excited because now they'll realize where a lot of the money was coming from.
Housemates number 18.
But I'm gonna be fair here. If I'm gonna say, let me get the names right. If I'm gonna tell y'all that I believe, let me get the names right. If I'm gonna tell y'all that I believe, let me get the names right. If I'm gonna tell y'all that I believe, let me get the names right. If I'm gonna tell y'all that I believe, let me get the names right. If I'm gonna tell y'all that I believe, let me get the names right. If I'm gonna tell y'all that I believe, let me get the names right. If I'm gonna tell y'all that I believe, let me get the names right. If I'm gonna tell y'all that I believe, let me get the names right. If I'm gonna tell y'all that I believe, let me get the names right. If I'm gonna tell y'all that I believe, let me get the names right. If I'm gonna tell y'all that I believe, let me get the names right. If I'm gonna tell y'all that I believe, let me get the names right. If I'm gonna tell y'all that I believe, let me get the names right. If I'm gonna tell y'all that I believe, let me get the names right. If I'm gonna tell y'all that I believe, let me get the names right. If I'm gonna tell y'all that I believe, let me get the names right. If I'm gonna tell y'all that I believe, let Hold up. I want to make sure I understand. I'm learning all these names for the first time. Sorry. If I'm gonna tell y'all that I think Thato is a huge threat from being from TikTok, this girl's definitely gonna be a huge threat if she has an OnlyFans. Absolutely, she's gonna be a threat. Because once people are willing to pay money to see you naked, oh, that changes everything. All right, she's gonna bring a lot of people paying money to watch them feeds too. All right, she's definitely put on this show to give it a jolt of energy. I don't expect her to go anytime soon either. Interesting. I like everything about that, man. The way the way they made every black person feel like a star, and they're all rookies. Wow. Listen, Big Brother US All Stars don't even make their All Stars feel that special. Let's talk about it. So I got to give credit where credit is due, man. Big Brother Mzansi, man, keep doing what y'all doing. Y'all doing it right. And that's not even the end of the video, y'all. I got more for y'all. Now let's watch a sneak peek, a part of their premiere episode. That way we can see some of these players interact with each other, gain a little bit more information. Now, this episode was from, I'm not sure what, this may have been on Sunday the 23rd or something like that. I'm not sure. Understand, this season has just started on like this past Sunday. So this is me giving y'all information that's really up to date for all things considered. And considering I've never watched this show before, I think I'm doing a fantastic job of explaining my side of something that is pretty pedestrian to me. But, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's watch these people in action.
Housemates to set foot in this space after a long hiatus. Now, housemates, give yourselves a round of applause for beating the first line of competition and securing your place in this tropical-inspired paradise.
So how long have you been dating?
I don't know.
So how long have you been dating? They want each other.
I'm single.
Yeah, but you want someone.
I do have a daughter. Yeah. And her father is so in the picture. Oh, so interested.
Now he's more than interested now.
Hold on, wait. Hold up, man. I'm seeing a lot of people get along quickly. All right. Number one, that looks like Venus talking to two dudes. It looks as if Tools is getting along a lot with Velo. All right. And I told y'all, man, I think Velo has high upside as well. If he works well with Tools, sky's the limit here. And it does seem as early as episode 1, people are shooting their shots already. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you so interested? She's not sure. Careful now.
Akasha stirring the pot. Already. Let's go. See, Akasha here for the smoke. All right. See, she trying to get all these fine chicks out the way. I see what you doing, Akasha. See, I'm watching this very carefully, bruh. I'm watching it very carefully.
Listen, she's not sure. You know what? Yeah, don't answer. It is not answer that. No.
And it definitely seems like Gash 1 choosing on Venus something seriously.
I don't worry, me, I got you.
I'm reading the proof, guys.
All right. What me? I have relationships.
I love that for you.
Woo! Very swift to turn it up. DJ. We're not shocked. DJ. So you got 4 people raising the volume right now. No, you know why I'm saying relationships? Because sometimes some people think that you're actually dating them, but you guys aren't dating them. You get what I'm saying? They're dating you. I'm dating them, dog. You get what I'm saying?
I'm very low on Gash 1 already, bruh. You showing these women your personality too soon, bruh. Have some guile in your game. I thought you was the guy that's gonna let all the girls come to you. You already telling them what the stilo is. And man, Gash 1 crashing and burning. See, this is why I didn't fall for it. I didn't fall for the Gash hype. I didn't fall for it. You can get gashed rooting for Gash.
It happens.
I love the honesty.
It happens.
It happens.
Yes.
You like entanglements?
No. They love me, but
But when they love you, what do you do?
It's about to go.
Mina ngifuna ngihambe nawe ngihamba nawe.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Wow! You are something else. You are
My
different.
mind is the sexiest thing about it.
You're different. I like that. I like that.
Do you know? Do guys like that?
Do guys that I don't know about guys, but I like the fact that you know yourself.
It's got to be Yoli.
Oh yeah.
That's very
One
important.
time.
It's not easy to get lost if you know yourself, you know?
Fact. Actual.
What am I doing? You are such a vibe for real.
Hey.
Whose is this?
Hey.
Ours, baby.
Hey.
Done.
Hey. Okay.
Say less. Majiva.
Mayweather's a different breed. You can't compare Mayweather, right? But now, Gypsy, no, I'm not comparing. I'm not. Technically, he's not there. I'm not. I'm not saying Gano is there, right? Let's analyze. Let's be analysts. Wait, let's be analysts. Let's not be fans. Let's be analytical. Okay, let's take.
Boy, they got cakes just out. Boy, there's so much cakes out. I would have thought it was the Wonder Bread Factory. You villain dig me?
What do you guys want to start?
I wonder what it's going to be like.
What do you guys want to start?
Can you please not come into my mouth? Because like you got a loud voice.
My ears are getting hard.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, the focus is on.
I'll finish. I promise you. Listen to me. Boxing and UFC is different. Do you understand? It's very different. When you're fighting like this, you don't get to hold. Do you understand? You don't get to kick me. Do you understand what I'm saying? UFC is bare knuckles. That thing is meant to protect you from breaking your knuckles. Boxing is meant to protect the person you're boxing from like the
Getting
falls.
badly damaged.
Yes. Can you please listen before you
No,
talk?
I'm hearing because I'm
Fury is the hardest puncher in boxing.
But the moment I say, oh, I'm a
So were they arguing Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou there? Interesting conversation, but doesn't have anything to do with gameplay. But it does show us the personalities of the players, who is willing to stand up for what they believe in the midst of a chaos, right? Who's willing to debate someone in front of everyone and showcase their personality traits that they might be hiding or shielding. You know, all these things are important information to take in. But already y'all can see it's more personality in one episode than we've seen in a long time on that other show. But if you take away BB23, this show right here feels like a revelation.
sex worker. You are a prostitute. Nah.
Whoa.
I'm a sex worker. OnlyFans work. Yeah. I'm an adult content creator.
Like my family, you see, if I didn't have family, bro. I promise you. Like,
if I didn't have your family's watching this going, damn, dog.
question.
Okay, sex worker. How do you define your kind of work? Tell you.
Yeah, it's all like based on like, okay, so let's say you guys are all my subscribers, right?
Yeah.
You guys pay a subscription fee, which is like an entrance fee at the club.
Yeah.
You pay just to come in. On the timeline, it's just like general work.
I want to see that.
Yeah. I'm just going for 15 minutes.
Hold on, man. Somebody just shitted on her entire OnlyFans career as soon as she started explaining it, and it wasn't Gash 1? Hey, this cast is iconic. Ain't no simps in this cast. I can respect that. I can respect that, man. This is funny, yo. They're clowning.
He's not even listening.
Let me click now.
Oh, man.
You can had everything else. Yeah, he just said he doesn't want beans, but he is gonna eat.
No, there's also a vegan, remember? No
Oh,
meat,
okay.
no.
So which is the one without beans?
So we've got a vegan person that doesn't want egg but wants beans.
Okay, the vegan person, let's put them aside. Ne? It's two people.
It's two people.
One is having everything except beans. And then the vegan person is having what?
Is having chips and beans.
Okay, so this is the vegan plate.
This is the vegan plate.
Now, the first thing I'm noticing is Tools is already showcasing himself to be who he promised he would be. He said he was a good cook. He's putting together all the meals, and he's keeping track of who the vegans are among the cast. That way they don't feel left out. Very great, fantastic social gameplay. Also, pay attention. Who is within 3 steps from Venus? This dude's damn near her parole officer. Gash, let her be, bro. Right? Let her talk to other people, bro. It feel like he following her around. I'm just being honest in these streets. But that's just what I'm seeing, all right? Because he definitely was choosing at first. Then he started acting like, oh, I don't choose on none of these girls. Well, then why you next to her all the time? You sweating her. I'm just saying what it looked like.
And then this is...
I don't blame you. She
for the
fine,
one
but
who's
still.
not having beans.
You see when I'm gone. I'm moving that when I'm gone. When I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
You chasing us. We eat like, it's the first time we're with 20 people. The food necessarily doesn't have beans or whatever.
It's good to see Sister Tamara having a good time as well. Let me mention that. I was worried in the early stages ostracization was possible, but they're not being ostracized, and that's good. That's good. Very inclusive cast, very funny cast, and it really does feel like we got a cast full of game players. And with 18 people, how long is this season going to last? 100 days?
Just understand for now. It's a learning process, but do enjoy, hopefully.
Thank you so much.
You can come grab.
Look at the social mastermind Tools out here. Whipping up these meals real quick, making everyone feel special. Man, listen, y'all better start cooking with him. He finna take over.
I know it's taking.
Yeah. Ladies first.
Ladies, why not?
We must just go pick up our plates. After we sat down. It's the portion control for me.
You just need a scene in the rain. I'm telling you.
If it's raining,
you are done.
If it's in the rain. Don't forget you have to point and close. Point, close.
And you were doing a random.
Susie, hi, Susie. Next time when you give me plates, make sure they are clear from anything that is.
Ma'am, that
that
was from your
eaten
hand's
or what.
plates, ma'am. Because me, I was waiting for you to tell me it was your hand, ma'am. Okay. It was your hand. It wasn't me. Me, I was waiting there for you. And you said, hey, ma'am, me, I want that to someone else, ma'am.
What did I say to y'all? I said Yoli should work pretty well with Dinky, and it does seem like they have a decent friendship so far where they can joke about stuff, joke about dishwashing and stuff like that and laugh it off. At first I thought it was going to turn into a fight, but they laughed it off. Now, it could just be Yoli preserving her game in that situation. I don't know. But what I do know is both of them seem to be fairly close already, which is what they should be.
Okay.
Okay.
It was him. It wasn't her.
That's why it's a combination of they make one thing.
So production don't care at all if they sing copyright music on this show. Because BB US, you're not allowed to sing that song. You're not allowed to talk about production. Man, it seems like they can do whatever they want in this house. This is a W.
They are different, but they make one thing. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm hearing what you're saying.
That's why you say mind, body, and soul. Do you understand? Spirit. Soul is your heart, your emotions, things you feel, things you. Do you understand?
No, but look at
The mind is things that you think.
Oh, we got ourselves a philosophizer. Hey man, this dude acting like he's Gandhi or something. Listen, bro. Hey man, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I think his philosophy, his soapbox moments on this show, I think it might rub people thin, specifically the men. He should be careful. Now, I think Info appreciates the spirituality and the stuff he's discussing. But when he's trying to correct people on the difference between boxing and MMA, and now he's trying to act like he's a know-it-all in spirituality too, listen, I'm worried for Timba that he could be setting himself up to be an easy target.
Things that those, right now you are passing the spirit to me. Whatever you're telling me now, you are passing the spirit. If I love somebody, it will affect my soul. Do you understand? That's why I can't live without you. It doesn't mean I can't live without you, but wherever you are, you have my soul. Have you seen somebody in love? It's like they're crazy because they gave their soul to that person. Now the mind is... Yeah, there's. Yeah, but it doesn't come through sex.
He's not lying, though.
I'm not saying your soul... Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm saying sex cannot tie your soul to somebody. There's a difference.
The mind and the bodies, these are just the vessel. The mind is more like a storage capacity.
My nigga, I can have sex with you and think about somebody else.
No, what's the difference between the soul and the
mind,
spirit?
soul, and the spirit.
Master, what's the is the mind?
Who to and who not to, like.
The soul is your...
No,
she's understanding because she's listening.
You know why?
You are not listening.
No, listen.
Spiritually,
that's because you are not listening. Let me tell you why.
Drama!
That's because of you trying to instill what you're saying to her. And she must believe what you say. You're not trying to...
No, I'm explaining. Listen. You're not...
Way to bounce back from that early Blundergash one. Because when you were talking like Mr. Poe Pimpin earlier, it wasn't a good look for you, Mr. Do or Die. But now that you're defending Info's beliefs in front of someone who thinks there's more of a spiritual guider than she is even being, when she clearly is a content creator who specializes in this, I think this is going to gain Gash One some points with Info down the line. And they could be a possible showmans too, because I think he burned that bridge with Venus already. Hey man, let's just keep it real in these streets.
Listening to what I'm saying. She's listening. Guys, it's okay. But you understand what I'm saying.
See, Info saw it. She knew drama was coming.
On Thursday, you will be required to showcase a short...
So to confirm, I'm delivering 100%.
And then please ask, is it collective?
I'm out.
I have to like sit the time. Yeah.
We got it.
And we're probably gonna do it in training. And then it's telling you.
It's a story. There could be lines to instigate, like, how did you end up here? Yeah. So that's the idea. Then you guys can build on it.
My mom, is she fine at home? Probably she's constantly thinking about her mom. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then she's like, oh, how you get here? And then when you wake up, you're like, oh fuck, my mom. My mom used to beat the shit out of me. Is it the reason why I got here? You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, so just as soon as every time you get touched, you think of somewhere how you got there.
How did you
but
get to this
wanna talk
island?
about something that happened.
We've been trying to tell our stories, like we've been trying to introduce ourselves. I think that we can quickly do that now, only so that we have direction.
And
As
you know
far
each
as-
other.
I think that's the
The reason why I
TikToker.
said that is because
That's
now
Tato.
he mentioned, for example, he was like, there's 5 actors. I was like, did you include me? He's like, no, I didn't know you're an actor. So that we
Damn,
know
Shorty
more
thick
or
as
less
hell
what
on the right.
direction
Did y'all
is.
see that?
And then we
It's not regarding name thing, because like we're not told.
don't say your name, just give us your story.
Excuse me.
It is a shame that we can't watch these live feeds for free on the internet somewhere. You can't watch it on video, brother. Can't watch it on BMX. This is insane. This is insane. This is insane, man. Like, real talk. Like, you gotta ask questions. Why aren't these things easily accessible? But if it's a white-owned product, it's so easily accessible for free. It makes no sense. It really doesn't. It's almost as if people don't want the black audience to know there's alternatives, because they know if we get into shows like these and stop watching their shows that are meant to promote agendas and make us into stereotypes of who we actually are, they know they'll lose all their ratings, and they know the black fan base is the one making everything lit on social media in between these live episodes. You take us away, you take away the spirit and the soul of the actual fandom. And that's why they're not putting these shows on Front Street, y'all. I'm really figuring out why I ain't heard of no Big Brother Mzansi until now. I'm seeing it now. It's because this is a real threat to the status quo. It's a real threat because this stuff is well done, highly produced. They talk about real world issues. And these are people from everyday walks of life. These aren't just a whole bunch of people who have to fill one spot at a time. So we got one person trying to represent 3,500 different types of black people. This is literally 18 different black people from 18 different walks of life. They can all agree on certain things, disagree on certain things, tatted up. Some aren't. Unique black excellence. That's all I've been asking for since I started YouTube. All of this is beautiful, man.
We have been like having conversations individually. Rather, let's just have the conversations from zero, like a deep introduction. We know we don't know any names or anything. Yeah. Tell your story to us. And then after we've heard all the stories, we'll see what we can link and create something that makes us unique as the housemates of Big Brother's house. So
assume we know nothing.
Yes.
So far, Info seems like the leader of the women, and Tool seems like the leader of the men. That's what it looks like. That's my early read.
So even if we take the whole day, it is fine. Tell your story, take your time, then we will sit down and think what stands out so that avoid to having like, she's saying 6 line, you can't fit your life into 6 line. But there's something that we can like pick up.
Extract that key factor of yourself.
Yeah, true.
Well said.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, because I'm a tattoo artist.
I don't think Akasha likes any of these girls more attractive than her. She be looking at them with the stink eye. Any of y'all seen the new guy? She be looking at them. Listen, she talk all that stuff about women hate confidence. They misconstrue it as cockiness. It does seem like every girl with some confidence that look better than her, she tends to kind of either sneak this or look at little funny style. I don't know, Akasha. You need to practice what you preach a little bit more, because you might be that same hater you claim other women are towards you. A lot of people tend to project their flaws onto others.
From Alex, I make music. What else can I tell you so we can use?
What kind of music, bro?
Yeah, African, like your Java and stuff. Like your Java. Can I speak? You get your chance. Ghost.
Timba out here. Bro, you giving first boot vibes. You explaining your story, someone chimes in just to create more clarity as to what you are saying, and then you say, "Can I speak?" Bro, chill out. You've been speaking this whole episode. Chill. You and Gash One probably been speaking the most all day.
Two artists. I make R&B music. I'm from Alex.
Okay.
My mother is deceased. She had cancer.
Akasha not feeling him either.
I'm Tonga. Yes. Painful. It was a painful experience because I'm trying to yeah. It was a painful experience because I had to watch her knowing that she'll die. Do you understand? So the whole 6 months I knew that she was gonna die and she didn't know. Do you understand that? So I knew, and she was hoping for. I was praying. I had faith in God and all that. But now things happen the way they happen.
Your heart on your sleeve.
Yes.
What he is looking for.
Okay, yes, let's do it.
Big Brother's looking to have.
Yeah, and graduating. Like, my mother was so happy, she was crying. And, like, my biggest love in the world is my mom. Like, I got a tattoo of her written on my forearm. So I guess that makes me a mama's boy or whatever. But, like, yeah, that's...
Tools got Info crying, bro. Tools, man, you playing a fantastic game, bro. You pitching a no-hitter right now. Keep it up.
My story.
My name is Sponono Fierce, the opulent diva. Nice to meet you. How does it do? AKA Loli. I struggle with these kind of sessions or setups because I find it hard to open up and be vulnerable or to be seen. I'm turning 26 this year in August. I'm from the Eastern Cape, from a village in Queenstown. Come from a very Christian background, also very traditional. My grandfather was a reverend, somewhat community leader, so there was a lot that was riding on me. Now, it was also a thing of, I'm sorry guys, but I think it's always going to get back to my sexuality or how I identify. I think especially because I'm from a very patriarchal society, from Elalini, and you know how men are, you know, have gang anxiety.
Yes.
And I get to a point where I can't breathe, and
Yes.
but now also in my brain it's like, what the fuck is happening? Stop it. You can't be this person. No, don't be weak. But it's happening. Like
Thank you for watching Uncle Reacts to Entertainment. Please don't forget to subscribe if you
Hey,
enjoyed this episode.
hey, hold up. Oh, dang. Oh, that's it? That's all we got? Oh, man, I'm sorry, y'all. I thought we had more of that, man. Listen, wherever I found that video, I hope they provide part 2 soon and we could do another one of these, all right? If y'all take to this type of content a lot, if y'all like this type of content, I'm fully okay with giving y'all at least one Mzansi video a week. I wouldn't mind it. I like this cast already. I like what they all stand for. I like the positivity. I like how all of them are representing different facets of black, which is dope. I like how prideful they are in their roots. I like how beautiful the sisters are in all shapes and sizes. I like how the men aren't afraid to be masculine. I like how they're not afraid to G-check each other early in the game. I like how Gash 1 made a mistake but then bounced back by defending Info in front of Timba. I like how Timbo had an opportunity to explain his upbringing so people understood why he wants to always take the driver's seat in all these conversations on spirituality. I like how production is giving everyone the chance to atone for a mistake as early as the first week of the game. These are the things we never see on these other shows because these other shows have no incentive to show a 360-degree view of the black experience. And when you are black people surrounded by other black people, you can have more courage to be your honest self around them because you know you won't be judged as easily. You know you will have a fair shot to have an open mind and an open ear to hear what you really have to say. That's why everything about this show is beautiful. And that's why I don't regret the decision of doing this video at all. I feel like I've opened my eyes live with all of you to this show. If I had to give you all quick power rankings, first place, I'm going to put Tools there. I think Tools is the front runner. Second place, I'm going Info because she seems to be the front runner and the voice of all the women so far. Now, third place, I'm going to go with Norman. I think he's a very dangerous player. We didn't see much of him in this video, but that's a good sign because I don't think he's going to be a target of the fans or of the house guests. After Norman, it gets tough. Because from what I've seen so far, I'd probably say Lebo is fourth. And I'd probably say Venus is fifth. If I had to guess so far based off of what I've seen, those five seem to be the most beloved within the house. They seem to be blending in effectively. And I think they're going to have great games to surprise us with moving forward. Now, in between this video and the next video, if you all like this content, I'm going to try to do more research on Big Brother South Africa and learn the metagame a little bit more. That way I have more information. That way, when it comes to my diagnosis of what I'm seeing during these episodes, I can have more concrete historical context to apply to what I'm seeing live. And that'll just make my analysis even better. And when you take into context how I was the greatest analyzer of BB23, a season that was dominated by black excellence, it's only right that the natural transition after that is to start covering shows that have nothing but black excellence. And y'all know I'm only going to get better from this point forward, and that's the scary part. So while all these other media publications don't want to give any spotlight to this show, you can depend on me to give the spotlight where it's due and where it's truly deserved. I'm Dave Smith with Recency Bias Radio, where no one is safe from criticism. And this is why you shouldn't be sleeping on Big Brother Mzansi. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to like, comment underneath this video, and share it with all of the fans of Big Brother Mzansi, Big Brother US, Big Brother Canada that you rock with. And I'm out. Deuces.